Hi and happy 4th of July. Welcome to Kitchen Therapy 24/7. Today we're going to make a traditional 4th of July fare. Egg rolls. What? Oh yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, we did have our hot dogs earlier, but my friend Bridget and I, that's not Bridget, that's my son Michael, prepped all this earlier for this fabulous cookie show, so we can teach you how to make egg rolls because they're so good and they're so fun, they're so fabulous, they're delicious. Oh, thank you, I forgot about that. So, it takes a little bit to prepare all this stuff, but it's worth it because you can make a lot of egg rolls and you can freeze them. So, let's get started. Right here, I have, that's what I have. I have 4 chicken breasts that I ground up in a food processor. Now you can buy ground up chicken breast if you like. I just got it home because that's how I usually do it. And I also have bok choy and onions. Right here, let's see. I also mixed this bok choy with spinach because I had extra spinach in the refrigerator, and I'm not kidding you, I did. And I tried to mix up some extra greens in there to sneak them in for the guy behind the camera who doesn't like to eat greens. But if you mix them in an egg roll and fry them, he'll eat anything. So we're going to mix our bok choy and our spinach that I shredded up right here. And it looks like a lot, but it will shrink down. So don't worry about that. And then I have my onions. I have my onions and I have my 2-year-old. Come here. Right here. And my 12-year-old. So we're going to put those to saute. I have also made a marinade. Okay? This has garlic, ginger, soy sauce, sesame oil, and seasoned rice vinegar. This stuff is so good. When you're having a bad day, you want to drink it by the shotfuls. So we're going to add that in there because you really want to layer each ingredient with flavor. So we're going to add a little more. You know, a little more sometimes doesn't hurt. There we go. So we're going to saute those up. I'm going to turn these up real quick so we can get those going. And you don't have to overcook these because we are going to also deep fry them. So when you deep fry stuff, it's also going to cook as well. So let's stir this up real quick and get this hot. And we're going to get our tray. This is one of my, thank you baby. This is one of my lasagna pans, but I'm going to use it to get all my ingredients and mix them up together. You gotta love them. We're going to mix them all together so when we get our egg roll sheets, we can have a little assembly line and we can get that stuff all cooked up and seasoned. And we really want to cook our onions so they get that bitterness out of them. Thank you, sweetie. Oh. And we're going to saute those up real quick. Alright, let's get that going. And when we come back, we are going to start our chicken and our cabbage. So we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, we are back and we have, this is our bok choy and spinach. It cooked down a lot. Now I know I said you don't have to cook your veg all the way down. But I had to put the marinade in there, so we really want the vegetable to soak up that liquid because then it really adds a great flavor to our egg rolls. And here is our onion. Look at it. Why did they turn brown? Because they soaked up our marinade. So we're going to put that in there together. And again, you're probably going, oh, she's not going to clean her pans. They're hot, and we're putting everything else in there. So until I have a show that has a production behind it, this is how we do it at home. And it's all sanitary. Okay. So, here's my chicken, which I did put back in the refrigerator because, you know, we need a little time to cook. And we are going to have our rice noodles and our cabbage. Well, not yet. We're gonna have like 3 seconds today. Okay, so here's our other vegetables and our carbs. Here's our rice. You kind of really do want a high heat because you really want to stir it fast. Okay, so we're gonna add our chicken, and this is 4 chicken breasts ground up. I did it in my food processor. Again, you can buy ground chicken if you want. I like to know where my chicken came from. So we're going to add that in there. Kind of start that going. And then in this one, we are going to add our cabbage. Put our cabbage in there. Now, it looks like a lot of cabbage, but once it cooks down, it's going to be like the bok choy and spinach. We're going to have to do this in 2 segments, which is fine because you really want to get, again, some more flavor in there. And just a spoonful of marinade. Alright. So we're going to get our ground chicken. Again, you can use dark meat, you can use white meat. Oh, I forgot. My little secret twist here, which my man doesn't know about. Tofu. Squish that up with the chicken. You add it into your egg rolls. They don't know that they're going to eat tofu, but it still has all the flavor of the chicken and extra protein. So when we come back, we're going to start more cabbage and rice noodles to finish off our egg rolls. See you in a bit.
It's going.
Oh! Well, see, here we go. I already cooked the chicken, and we're going to add it to our already sauteed vegetables, okay? Our chicken and tofu. See? Nobody perfect. Come here, seriously. Look at that. Is that chicken or is it tofu? No one's going to know. And even if there's tofu, they're not going to know. You can also make this a vegan meal and just do straight up tofu and don't add chicken, because tofu obviously takes on, not obviously, tofu takes on the flavor of whatever you put in it. So when I lived in Guam for 2 years, half a day, awesome place, had some of the best food I've ever had in my whole life. We would go to the fiestas in the villages. I lived in Igo, where the base was. And we used to eat lumpia, which came from the Philippines. But I also had this great Vietnamese restaurant we would go to. And they would give you this beautiful piece of romaine lettuce with an egg roll, and you would put these rice noodles on with this dipping sauce that was amazing. I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to share it with you one day. So, but until then, I'm going to cook these rice noodles in my marinade. But I have some juice around all the stuff that I've already sauteed. So I'm going to put some of that in there to already soak it up. We don't want to waste that juice, and we don't want our egg rolls to be soggy. Because if we have a soggy egg roll, besides the fact that it will splatter, which is not fun when you put water and oil together. That's another show. We're going to soak up some of that juice with these rice noodles. And the other rice noodles, we are going to put in the rest of our marinade. Okay, so I'm going to put those in there so they can do their job of soaking up. So again, rice. Have you ever been to Mexican restaurants or restaurants by a very humid place? They put rice in the salt to absorb the moisture so your salt doesn't stick. So here is our pan. We'll add just a little bit of oil. And the rest of our noodles we need to finish sauteing. And then we're going to add the rest of our marinade. What the heck, right? It's your kitchen. Do whatever you want to with it. If you don't like that much garlic, don't use that much garlic. If you like more soy sauce, more soy sauce. Don't necessarily do what people tell you to do in the kitchen. Do what you like. Of course, taste the flavors. Make sure they go together. Because that's really important. So we're going to saute this up. And we're going to add it to the rest of our mixture. And then we get into the fun stuff of rolling about I don't know how many egg rolls, because we're gonna make a lot of egg rolls. But again, it takes a little time, but you can freeze them, and you can actually deep fry them out of the freezer when the company comes along, and they still taste fresh. So when we come back, we're gonna start rolling up some egg rolls. See you in a bit. Okay, so when I told you we were gonna come back and roll egg rolls, liar, I forgot a main ingredient. Sorry, that's my daughter's stool. Ingredients we have to do. Carrots and bean sprouts. Okay. See, this is looking a little sad. It's been sauteed, it's been in the heat. Come on. So we have some fresh bean sprouts, and we don't have to cook these because this is still warm. So we're going to, the bean sprouts will cook in the warmness and also when we fry them. And then, of course, the carrots. I shredded these finely, and you can, you know, don't BS. Well, okay, it started a little coarse, but then I did fine. And we don't have to cook these either because they're only raw carrots. So we can just kind of mix these up together into our mixture. Okay, we're gonna make a lot of egg rolls. So I hope you're ready to make a lot of egg rolls with me. Okay, Thomas, forget about it. All right, who are we kidding? There we go. When your hands feel the food feels the love. That's what we want. So there we go. We have a little, look at that. Okay, yummy. You just want to mix it all together, okay? And always taste it. Sorry, party foul. My son gave me the magnetic beads. Okay, we're gonna put these over here. Can't get those out of the way. So we're gonna mix these up really, really well. See, now it's got a little better color to it. And again, you can always add more green, which I would love to do, but my camera guy said no, so that's fine. It's all about compromise, people. It's all about compromise. Let's taste this. Actually, if I needed to add something, I would totally tell you, but it's really, really good. So I'm going to toss this up a little bit more. I'm going to get my wrappers out. And then finally, we're going to make an assembly line of a bunch of egg rolls.